Greetings and peace and love, everybody. My name is Ram Hotep, broadcasting on behalf of 13scienceastrology.com. Doing this brief video today because I want to put out a bit of information to some of my clients, some of the customers that have already gotten natal readings, and I wanted to kind of just talk about a few things that's going on with 13 Science Astrology and the natal readings. Now, if you got a natal reading before September, you probably didn't have the Ophiuchus constellation in your natal reading. You didn't have the Ophiuchus constellation in there. So what I'm going to do is that anybody that got a natal reading from me before September, I'm going to update you guys' natal reading. I don't want to do it all at once because I don't want a lot of people sending me emails, bombarding me with emails saying, well, I got a reading from you, because I've done thousands of readings or whatever, so I don't want a bunch of people saying, I've got a reading for you before, now you got your software, it's available, so now I want the Ophiuchus constellation in my reading. So I'm trying to wait until I'm setting up certain things. I'm putting together a team right now so that when I go ahead, I'm going to make it free to where you guys go ahead and send me an email, and I'm going to update you guys' chart for free, but I'm going to have a team of secretaries and people doing it for me. So because it would be too much for me to do it by myself. It's impossible for me to do it by myself. So that's what I'm waiting on that level. So just wanted to put that information out there so people aren't getting worried. Now, another thing people have been talking about is like with the new readings, they're coming back really fast. And that's exciting. But a lot of people are having a little bit of trouble still understanding their natal reading when they get the printed aspect of their natal reading. And this is what I want to point out here. You have to understand this. Like when you get the printed part of your natal reading, it's different degrees of like getting a natal reading. Like getting your printed natal reading, that's like you're getting initiated almost. Like that's your introduction into getting initiated into the universal order of astrology and understanding, who you are according to the zodiac, who you are not according to the matrix, but who you are according to the universe. That's what the printed natal reading does for you. It gives you descriptions. It's an interpretation of all of your placements based upon astrology, based upon who you are, your identity in the universe, your universal identity. That's what the interpretation does. Now, what people have to understand is that I've been doing astrology for like over 10 years. So when you start talking about interpretation, it's just like doing astrology is just like speaking a language. So a person that's been speaking, say, Spanish for 10 years and probably can speak it on an academic level versus somebody that didn't go to school or whatever, and they just kind of spoke Spanish in the hood, like to hood Mexicans or to hood so-called Hispanics, then, that person is not going to be as fluent, as versed in Spanish as somebody that's been speaking on an academic level or whatever. So that's kind of how it is when you get a natal chart. Like if you get for instance, if you get a natal chart, you get the printed interpretation. That's my interpretation based upon the printed chart. You're not going to totally understand your whole natal chart just off that interpretation, though, because you have to understand your natal chart is a language, it's speaking a language, and it's kind of like a diamond. You can view it from different points and angles. You can view it from a past life angle. You can view it from a career angle. You can view it from a relationship angle. You can view it from a self-analysis angle. So there's different angles to view it from. So when you get a voice consultation from me, that will better help you to understand things that you're going through right now. See, a lot of times people get reads from me in a natal reading and they have questions that they're going through, like pertaining to things that they're going through right now. So a lot of times you might want to get a voice consultation or get a natal reading in addition to a voice consultation so that you can get all of your questions answered pertaining to what you might be going through now with your current relationship or your current career or your current spiritual development. You want me to be able to look into your natal chart and give my interpretation. So that's what's going on. Like when you hire me as an interpreter to interpret your natal chart, what you're doing is you're hiring me to give my interpretation. So that's basically my interpretation is based on 10 years worth of research, experience, and consultations. I have thousands of readings to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So my interpretation, my name speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? You see my YouTube page, I'm out here, I'm visible. So even if you don't agree with my interpretation, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk it over with you. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running. So, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to go ahead and put this information out there to people that are getting the natal readings. Go ahead and get the natal readings. And if you want, just to get a general profile analysis of who you are, and if you want to go deeper into, you got really deep questions about yourself and you really want to probe into who you really are, you need a deep interpretation, then you're going to need a voice consultation. And I have an astrologer course and I'm training a lot of astrologers. So it's not just me, trust me, it's coming. A lot of astrologers they're doing good. They're doing really good. There's one particular astrologer, actually, I'm really proud of her because she gave me a reading. She know who she is. I want to say shout outs to her. She gave me a reading or whatever, and I trained her, but she gave me a reading and I learned I would have paid for this reading. Real talk. I trained her. I'm not gonna lie, I helped her. I'm not gonna say I trained her, but I helped her to learn 13 Sounds Astrology. But she's so good now. from the 13 signs astrology course to where she gave me a reading, and it's dope. Like, really got a lot from it. You know what I'm saying? I would have paid her for it. You know what I'm saying? So probably going to take some money off of her courses or whatever. But yeah, I mean, definitely got to compensate her for that because I learned a lot from it. So, I mean, you can definitely gain a lot from 13 signs astrology. Some people want to still do Western. That's cool. Not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to like try to debate you. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different interpretation. A lot of people say it's a more accurate interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Some people say they want to stick to their old sign. Some people say, I just can't get with the new sign. I feel like I'm stuck in my old sign or whatever. And that's, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's free will. We're all going to still make this shift and ascension. And as long as you get back to nature and eat healthy, that's the bottom line. As long as you're happy and at peace with yourself, that's the bottom line. As long as your life is abundant and fruitful, that's the bottom line. So I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for listening. And until we meet again, I'll leave y'all in peace, love, and prosperity.